Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm trying to message I'm trying to message Facebook and tell everybody that that's following me on Facebook that I'm live on YouTube. So should be fun, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have the YouTube thing set up so that I can maybe it's not. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh, error. Oh, this is so much fun. Error? Really? It's good times. Okay, is it working? I don't know. It still says error. This is awesome. Error? Warning? Suggestion? Oh, this is so fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're just going to see. It says YouTube is not responding. I don't know. We're going to see. I don't know. We'll see if this works. Whatever. We're in. So let's talk about manifesting, because we have this powerful, powerful new moon in Cancer. Now, I also want to remind everyone that Cancer is ruled by the moon. So this is, again, fantastic. Maybe there's something, is there something going on with I mean, you know, the internet's been so wonky. Nope. It's secure. It's good. I don't know. It just keeps saying, like, problems with this. Oh, goodness. I'm telling you. Every time you try to start something, like, new, you try to, like, go in a new direction, whatever. So, hello, Alethea. Hello, beautiful lady. So, I want to talk about manifesting under this very powerful new moon in Cancer. And it's a big, like any new moon in Cancer is going to be a big deal. But I really, truly feel like because Jupiter's in Cancer now, and it's out of Gemini, it's really adding some more oomph to this new moon in Cancer. So I'm really digging it, really loving this. And I'm going to teach you guys a simple way of manifesting during like right at this new moon and for the week until we hit, or the 2 weeks until we hit that full moon energy. Okay, so let's talk about that. Because the full moon in Capricorn is on the 10th of July. So we got some time. Here, right? All right, so this. I think everybody's familiar with the star, right? I have another illustration of it. This. I traced this from something that it was sitting on one of my friend's tables, and I traced it. So this is also really cool. I like using this one just because it just seems a little more decorative. But honestly, draw it on a piece of paper. Draw a star on a piece of paper, okay? Now, this is what my friend taught me, and I love this. And I can't show you her name because I just did this for one of my clients. So, what we've got here is we want to write down at each of the points, all right, at each of the points on the star, what it is that we want. okay? And I'm just going to try to hide this. Okay, so this is what we're lining up, okay? We're going to write on each of the points. See, something, I'm going the wrong way. I can't see, I'm backwards. What we want to manifest. So in this particular one, this lady is looking for her forever person, someone that she could support, someone that would support her, not financially, but, you know, just giving that emotional support, trust each other. She wants this to be her forever person. Fall in love and get married. Again, it's part of that. Build a family together. Live in harmony, union, you know, until, and I put ... and relax about it. Now, that's what I wrote for her, okay? That's something that I wrote for this lovely lady. And I was putting that out there for her. And I guided her through the process of like writing that as well. Now, let's take a look at what you can write for yourself, okay? Maybe you are working on something to come up with a new idea for your job, or a new idea for, good gosh, it just like got hot in here. It's me, I know, it's my season, you know what I mean? But maybe you're looking for something to boost your career path. Maybe you're looking for that idea that you've been trying to nail down, and you're just like, I want to boost this idea. I want to get this out there. Like a career path, putting something on YouTube, putting something out there on Instagram. Are you starting a business? Are you looking for a promotion in your current business? Are you looking for a romantic relationship? Are you looking for your forever partner? What is it that you're looking for? Maybe you're just looking to build a deck on your house. You know, maybe you're just looking for like an increase in your income so that you can build a deck on your house. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're wanting to adopt a pet. And by the way, if you need a cat, I'm your girl. I got lots of extra cats, and they're cute as buttons. I mean, you can't have mouse, but you know, seriously, I've got Mercury, who really likes sleeping on my printer. Yeah. And I've got kittens. Yeah, it's good. It's good times. So we have that. All right. So what is it that you want to do? Do you want a new car? Maybe you, again, want the income so you can get a new car. Maybe you want to travel, go on a trip. That's something that you should put on here. And you can absolutely, what I like to do is I like to start with, I'm looking at this backwards. I like to start with this point, and I write number 1. And the first thing that I think is good for everyone is to relax with this manifesting. Just to simmer down and just easy does it and relax. That's actually what I wrote on hers, is I wrote relax. So let's just start this together, shall we? Right. So, number 1, we're going to relax. Open ourselves up to intuition. Yeah, messages and intuition. Okay, I had to start writing really small. Okay, so that's where we're doing like number 1. Relax. Open ourselves up to messages and intuition, okay? So we're opening ourselves up to this intuitive process, okay? So next, What are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to, let's make a list of things that we could open ourselves up to. A trip, increase in abundance, prosperity. We'll put prosperity. I'll put abundance in parentheses. Okay, so do you want to take a trip? You want an increase in prosperity or abundance? Maybe you are looking for a promotion. So let's put work or job. Promotion, that would be like an increase as well, but we'll put promotion. And again, you can word this however you need to word it. This is something that you need to work on for like how to fit it into your life, okay? So are you trying to get into something? Are you filling out anything that you're filling out an application for? So what is it that you're trying to fill out an application for? Is this an application for, let's put acceptance of application. And I don't know what this application could be. This application could be for a job, this application could be for an apartment, or it could be for a mortgage if you're trying to buy a house, or if you're trying to buy a car, whatever this is. If this is a loan application, if this is a home application, if this is a job application or school application, whatever this is for, acceptance of application, and fill in the blanks, okay? There are blanks here. Okay, let's don't leave that out. Let's see, okay, so we're putting this out here. Okay, this is a way of manifesting. So what is it that you're wanting to do here? And please excuse me, I was like talking faster than I was writing, so I started to misspell increase. I know, I'm super smart, really. So trip, you wanting to go on a trip? You wanting to build a deck on your house like me? Maybe you're wanting a healthier lifestyle, okay? And I want to remind you guys, manifestation and manifesting in general is not what? It's not sitting on your ass, drinking a Coors and watching The Love Boat. No. Manifesting is actually work. It's putting in the energy. You're putting in as much energy as you can to get you there, and Spirit is helping you out. That's manifesting. That's manifesting. And it's not what, and I'm not negating what, I'm not going to get real controversial here, but I feel like a lot of people out there in different job categories in different companies have like stolen from the spiritual community, stolen from the metaphysical community. They use a lot of these buzzwords when they're trying to get people into their companies. They're trying to sell people something. You hear this especially online, like people that are selling courses to teach you how to sell courses. Excuse me? I mean, I get if you're teaching someone how to put out a digital course on, I don't know, Gumroad or Patreon or something like that. Teaching them how to set up the, like, how to shoot it, how to, like, put the script together, whatever, but not like teaching courses on how to get people to buy courses. It's a little bit of a, I'm not loving that. It's also like the people that sell, like try to get people to buy their course on how to put books out on Amazon. Okay, all right, I get it. I mean, there's a real market out there. It's also, there's a lot. I mean, it's really a lot. They use a lot of these buzzwords. They use a lot of buzzwords like, empower yourself and manifest this, and you can make $1 million a month. Okay, dude, if these people were making that much in a year, I guarantee you they would not be on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, peddling this stuff. Did I say that? Yeah. All right. It's hard to edit, live videos, so I'll try to stop cussing. But the thing is, manifesting is work. It is. But you're putting in the effort. You're showing spirit that you're putting in the effort. And maybe they can tweak it. Maybe they can show you a different way, something better, something that you didn't even realize that you were good at, or something you didn't even realize you were interested in. And they can lead you down a different way. That's why we want to keep this sort of open. We're not going to be specific. Like, I want a promotion at, I don't know, Johnson & Johnson, or I want a promotion at Bank of America or whatever. Maybe you want a promotion in the banking industry. So what if they find like this great promotion for you at a different bank? Like, I don't know, is SunTrust still around? Wachovia is, right? Wells Fargo. It's Wells Fargo now. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I really like my credit union. That's where I spend most of my time. So maybe they, instead of at Bank of America, they find you this really awesome position at Wells Fargo. So you're not limiting yourself, okay? But you're doing the work and you're working hard to get this position, this promotion, okay? Which is why we want to put in an acceptance of an application. Now, I do have a couple of clients that are applying for jobs and applying for schools. I also have a client that is currently applying for a mortgage. So what we want to do is put it out there that you're getting your application accepted for a mortgage or for school or for a job, but we don't want to limit it to like this specific apartment complex or this specific company or this specific mortgage company, because we don't know like what the best thing is. Maybe we've done our research, maybe we've looked really hard and said, you know what, I really like this place, Rocket Mortgage, that's a place, right? That's where I want to get my mortgage. Well, but what if they have a lot of fees that you're not down with? And your real estate agent says, hey, you might want to think about this company. I have a relationship with this mortgage officer. You might want to talk to them. Oh, that might be something that you open yourself up to. Again, so what we're putting on here is an acceptance of application for job, mortgage, apartment, school, whatever. Don't limit it. Now, if it's something specific, like you want to get into medical school, put in that acceptance of application to a great medical school, the best medical school for me. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a little bit different than saying acceptance of application to Duke University's medical school program. We don't need to limit ourselves there, okay? Keep yourself open. And again, this is why we need to relax, keep ourselves open to possibilities, to messages, and to our intuition. I know, it does sound a little crazy, doesn't it? It does. But I do really like this. This is really fantastic. I have done this for clients many times since one of my friends showed it to me about 5 or 6 years ago, and I love it. I have just used the crap out of this, and I think it's a wonderful manifestation tool. So once you figure out like what you want, something's like, you know, in a general area, if you're looking for a relationship, maybe you're looking for, again, what I wrote down for my client is I wrote down, oh, hey, don't spill. A lot of stuff here. I don't need to spill. To meet her forever mate, her forever person. Someone they could support each other, trust each other. Like, she had had some bad experiences with trust in the past, and she didn't want that. She wants to definitely fall in love, have a courtship, and get married. So these are all things that I put on the list for her. Build a family together and live in harmony, union, and love together until, and I put ... We're hoping, you know, for the rest of their lives, right? But that's what we're putting out there. So that's something right there. So where we're at, again, you fill out what it is that you're trying to achieve, okay? And you can do more than one of these, by the way. I mean, if you want to do just 1 star for the work thing, 1 star for like an acceptance of an application, if you want to do 1 star for a car that you're trying to bring in, a relationship, whatever, just make that star about that one thing, okay? So if you're trying to increase your prosperity, let's say that you work at a marketing firm. I don't know. I'm just like throwing stuff out there. Advertising firm. I don't know. Something that you need like ideas for. So put on here that you would like to, you're open, you're relaxed, you're open to possibilities, you're open to messages, you're open to your intuition, and you're like, okay, I would like some really solid ideas that could put me on a fast track to a promotion, that could bring me in maybe a commission. Put that in there. Like, again, you're going to put that in there and say, I would like 4 solid ideas that are going to stand me apart from everybody else. Puts me on a fast track to promotion. Ooh. Brings me in a commission. I don't know, do they do that at those agencies? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you just get a bonus. Just extra income. Label it. And then put it in there that you get at like a permanent position or something to that effect. You have to sort of put this and gauge it to what applies to you, how this applies to you, okay? So I have a client that is waiting for a settlement in like in this whole big thing that she's been dealing with. And so she's dealing with these companies, and it's been very frustrating because, you know, companies are going to drag their feet. If they need to pay out a settlement of any kind, they're going to drag their feet about it, right? So we did a star for her settlement. And the first thing I did was put relax. Relax. Be open to it, because we don't want to be stressed about it of like, oh my gosh, I really, really want this. I really want, okay, all right, well, let's relax about it and just be like, yes, I really want this in my energy. I really want this in my life. I really want to feel that, again, that maybe that settlement or the job or whatever. But for her, that's what I did. I was like, okay, We're relaxed. We're opening to the possibilities. Maybe first we just needed to have communication with the company that was supposed to be issuing the settlement. Okay? Is there still any negotiations that needs to be done? Yeah, there were. You know, and then we put in a place of receiving, right? That negotiations are finished. This is how much is coming. And then at the end, we see it's all there. It's all there. It's in her bank account. And now she's there, like, paying her medical bills, paying off the debt that she incurred during this process. You know, all of that coming to the surface. So there's lots of ways that you can use this little manifesting trick, and I love it. I really do. I love putting it in this star configuration and just starting here, like, and just kind of, I mean, I don't necessarily like going clockwise, but you can go clockwise. You can go clockwise, you can go counterclockwise. It doesn't matter with this. There are some things that you need to stir or do clockwise and counterclockwise, because mostly it's just because I'm very superstitious. I'm extremely superstitious. I don't know if that's a Virgo thing or what, but yeah, that's me. So this is a fantastic way for you to manifest during this new moon energy. I want to remind you that this new moon is going to hit its peak tomorrow morning at 6:32 a.m. Hang on. Where are my glasses? You know I can't see this. This is so tiny writing. 6:32 a.m. Yeah, could you look at that? That is some tiny, tiny writing. I mean, I love Llewellyn's, but damn, it's tiny. All right, what just flipped over here? Okay, I flipped something over. I don't know what I did. But so 6:32 a.m. on the 25th. That's when the new moon hits its peak. The moon is currently a new moon in Cancer. We are currently in it, okay? And we will be in it until the 26th. Actually, I don't think, yeah, the moon doesn't go into Leo until the 27th. So the moon, yeah, the moon goes into Cancer tonight at 11:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in a couple of hours. Yeah, in 2 hours, exactly. So we're already in the new moon energy. It will be in Cancer in 2 more hours, but we can start the process of figuring out how we want to put this out there. And I think that you really need to have all of this lined up and ready to go by the 26th, or really the 27th. Because I think it's a good idea to, let's just double check. Yeah. This would be good to start on the 26th or the 27th. So already having it mapped out, and you're just like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to manifest this next thing coming into my life. Start this, and we're going to pull the trigger on it on the 26th or the 27th. Okay? This can also be just to bring peace in. If you're looking for clarity on anything, I should write that in there, because you can, if you're looking for clarity on a situation that you're having with, like, maybe there's some turmoil in your life. Well, a lot of turmoil going on just in the world in general, isn't there? It's unpleasant. So maybe you want to start journaling. Maybe you want to start meditating. You're looking for clarity. You're looking for peace. I'm going to put that on here. Okay, so these are also things that you can add to the star, okay? And it's funny how, like, little things will come up, and show you how you can get clarity about a situation. Maybe there's a situation going on at your job. Maybe there's a situation going on with your family, or I don't know, your house or your spouse. That rhymed. I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. I mean, but the thing is, whatever it is that you're looking for clarity for, you will be surprised when it comes in. You will be surprised at like the messages that when you open yourself up to it, you'll be surprised at the messages that do flow in. It's very interesting. Peace. Now, this is the thing. I've talked to several people lately that have had a ton of anxiety. No idea what's going on. I really think we've got Venus conjunct Uranus starting on, I think it's July 4th. It's right around like that first week of July that Venus is conjunct Uranus. So this could be triggering a lot of people. It could. I mean, we can feel that energy. It's real close. It is. They're really close together. But because they both essentially move into Gemini within just like a day or two of each other. Because Uranus moves into Gemini on the 7th of July, and Venus moves into Gemini on the 4th of July. So they're conjunct in Taurus before they both move into Gemini. And they're really, really close together right now. They are. So, you know, there's some energy there. There's some friction there. I don't know if that's what's causing all of this like anxiety and energetic shifts, but there's a lot of people feeling anxiety right now. Anxiety is so bad for your physical body. Oh my gosh. It increases your blood pressure. It is very stressful. It can cause panic attacks. I mean, it can cause your hair to fall out. Oh my gosh. I get hives when I'm stressed, but that's also a thing with, you know, an autoimmune disorder. I don't want to get into that. But, you know, there's lots of things that like stress, anxiety, it just triggers more and more stuff. So we don't need to get into this because also some of us that have a lot of anxiety have a tendency to eat a lot. Yeah. And I haven't been mainlining donuts like I used to. I mean, the Intiman's Corporation, I'm sure their stock has gone down because I've stopped eating as much of their stuff. But oh my gosh, I do love me some ice cream lately. And maybe it's just the heat, I don't know. But that's delightful. So, yeah. Cutting out the anxiety, bringing in some peace. So maybe if you're looking for peace and clarity here, on your star, you could write journaling, exercising, meditating, and bringing in that time or the discipline to do it. I don't like praying for discipline because it seems like when I pray for discipline or patience, the things that come into my life are unpleasant. I mean, unpleasant. So I try really hard not to pray for discipline or patience, but I will ask for like to be disciplined about certain things. Yeah. You know, and so really what that means is bringing in a friend of mine that holds me accountable to my meditations, holds me accountable to my exercise program. You know, it's just, sometimes I just need that enforcer. That's what I need, is an enforcer. Yeah. I don't know. I think that this is still working. I'm seeing weird little things pop up with my YouTube studio. It keeps doing weird stuff. So I don't really know if that's like I don't know if that's working. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So, no, I'm still getting warning signs. This is so strange. I'm still trying to learn this thing. It's like all over the place. But anyway. Okay, it says it's good. I guess. It says that it's good, so we're gonna keep going with that. Yeah. All right, so this is a quick way of manifesting. This is a quick, I feel like it's quick, but I also feel like it's very thorough. I don't feel like that it's, I don't know. I like using, there's lots of different ways that I like to manifest. You know, I like to, I like to use the purple plate, you know, for clarity and for manifesting. I like to just use the glass method where I use a glass that I say, this is what I want, like, and I take the water out of that glass and add it to an empty glass, like every day, and say, okay, well, all right, we'll just use this as an example. I don't have another one. I'm so sorry. So let's say that I have a full glass of water in this, all right? And on this glass, I write in a marker or whatever in a Sharpie, and I write on here, I want this. And in an empty vessel, just like this, I write, I have this. So every day I pour a little bit of the water of I want to I have every day. And I'm saying it as I'm pouring it. I want this, I have it. I want it, I have it every day. And when it gets empty, I drink the water. And then I'm telling myself, I have it. I have it. And it's just like a reminder. It's just like reminding myself every day that I can have it, I can get it. And again, if you're working for something, if you're working towards something, you can get to your goals. But you don't get to your goals sitting on your ass, drinking a Coors, watching the Love Boat. Make sure you're putting in the effort. Make sure you're putting in the time as well. Okay? This is also going to help a lot. It's going to help you to see, again, that it can be achievable, and it can be. So what we're going to do at the end of this, when we hit that full moon on the 10th of July, right, we're going to take our little chart, whatever we've done, and we're going to burn it. If you live in an apartment and you can't do it outside, I get it. Or if you live in a really windy place, like let's be responsible when we burn this, okay? What I like to do is do this on a piece of paper, and then I burn mine in my sink a lot because I can just wash the ashes down, you know, or I can collect the ashes in a bowl in my sink where I can't catch anything on fire. But I burn the piece of paper responsibly in the sink. And if I want to keep the ashes, I put them in a bowl, I collect them, and then I dispose of them out in nature. Putting them around something that is like growing is fantastic. Yeah. But you can also wash them down the drain. It's okay. You just need to release them. You just need to let it go. Okay? So there it is. There you have it. I know I was a little late jumping on tonight, but I took a class today, and when I got out of that class, I was like, I had so many calls that I was like, I need to address this, because I'm not kidding. There's a lot of anxiety happening out there. There's a lot of anxious people. So that's where we are. So much fun, I know. But there are a lot of changes happening. There's a lot of changes happening, okay? Uranus moves like every 7 years. He's shifting out of Taurus and into Gemini this year. Saturn moves every 2.5 years. He's mouse, really. It's my cat. He's such a sweetheart. Saturn is shifting this year. Uranus is shifting this year. Neptune camps out for 14 years in a sign. He's shifting this year. Jupiter shifts every year, so that's kind of normal. Mercury, Venus, and Mars move pretty quickly. So, I mean, Mercury moves every 14 to 30 days. But yeah, those bigger planets, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, they camp out in signs. And really, Pluto's in Aquarius solidly now, like shifted back and is in Aquarius. Neptune has moved into Aries. Uranus is moving into Gemini. These are big shifts happening this year, okay? A lot of big stuff is moving this year, and these are planets of change, okay? So just keep that in mind, because that is something that we really are dealing with right now. Yeah, Saturn, I believe, moved in May. I think that's what I heard in my... I did an astrology class this weekend, and I think that one of the ladies like helped me look that up, because I didn't have it written down, but I think it moved in May. So, all right, so there you have it. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you guys manifest. This is a very strong, strong moon to manifest in. I also want you to be aware of the energy around Venus and Uranus, because they are going to be conjunct here shortly. And I want you to just like sort of like look where your planets are on your chart, and your Venus, your Uranus, and see what's going on and how this might affect you, especially if you are ruled by Venus. Taurus and Libra. Uranus rules Aquarius if you follow the modern astrology. Keep that in mind. Look around, look at your chart, see what's going on, see how this could affect you. Okay? Okay? Thank you so much for joining me. I know it's a little bit wonky with me just streaming to YouTube right now, so my numbers are definitely down, but it's okay. We're working it out. This is a good time to work it out because it's summer, and you know, that's when I usually have the lowest amount of views anyway, is in the summer, so in the live show at least. And we're gonna make sure that, like, I think people were complaining that they weren't getting notified that I was going live, and honestly, I didn't even get notified that I was going live, so that seems weird. Seems really weird. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you have an awesome, awesome night, a great week. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye, y'all.